And it's looking okay. Poison Tower is hitting. Oh, the Queen getting nadoed. Invis. Oh, no. Oh, he lost the Queen. 1, 2, 3. Darkstar throwing the fireball into the core. Oh, my gosh. Look at that value. The entire core is gone. We're back at the Golden Heart Cup, week number 2. We've got Repotted Gaming taking on Hornets Gaming. As you can see, here is their roster. Ghost, Phillip, General X, Darkstar, Einstein. Still no Max in the roster. But first up, it's Darkstar facing this base right here, which I think I have seen before in Legends. And this base is annoying. So Darkstar is going to be using the fireball on this attack. He started a flame flinger down here. And it looks like he's been using some archers or yetis to tank this mortar. We'll keep an eye on the ward, and he's going to rage him up because the ricochet cannon and the expo will overwhelm the healers, especially on esports mode and probably also on legends mode. The flame flinger now is looking very solid. Look at the value that it can get. Just needs to be careful of that ground expo there. And this fireball value into the core is going to be absolutely insane. And I think he can get the fireball there with maybe only 2 invis spells. But let's see what he's going to do. 1, 2, 3. Darkstar throwing the fireball into the core. Oh my gosh, look at that value. The entire core is gone just like that with the fireball. So this is looking very, very solid so far. Already a ton of the base gone, and we're only a minute into the attack. He's only used the warden and the siege machine so far. So I assume he's now probably going to want to hero dive into this portion of the base here. The warden is probably going to be in charge of this bottom section down here. Now he's sending in those balloons there to try and tank a couple of shots from the multi-archer tower and make sure that it's not going to overwhelm his warden, because a multi-arch tower, if all 3 shots are on the warden, it can overwhelm him. Now he's starting up with the hero dive, as I said, into this left-hand portion of the base with the golem in front to tank and a baby dragon to push that king inward. Now that king is taking a lot of damage there. He does now totem spell for the enemy long shot, and now he's sending in his RC right into the merge cannon. Still plenty of time left, but still has got a way to go. Plenty of spells. We'll keep an eye on the RC here. Okay, he's good. He's good. Still has that queen ability. Enemy heroes to get through. Poisons the minion prince because he has already taken down the CC. So he doesn't have to worry about using the poison spell on those CC troops. Pops the rocket spear. And here we go. I think he might have this one. 9 rocket balloons left. Warden is still looking healthy. He needs to get through this minion prince. The queen is now targeting him, and he's still under poison effect. He gets melted. Here come the remaining rocket balloons. And I think this one is looking very good for Darkstar. But let's see. He does have 42 seconds. Sends in the final rocket balloon. Does find the nado. But it's not going to matter. This base is absolutely smashed by Darkstar. And these fireball attacks are what we love to see. Okay, for Hornets Gaming, we've got Meku coming in, taking on Einstein's very scary looking base with the Meteor Golem spam. Looks like he's using the Queen Dive here with the Eternal Tome, which means he's not going to be doing that crazy fireball after the Queen Dive, which we recently saw in that Klaus Navi video that I made just 2 days ago now. So he sends in the Queen and the Warden into this compartment here, wants to set the funnel with the Queen, and of course the Skeleton Spell is in charge of tanking. But unfortunately the Expos are now onto his Queen. He needs to be very careful here because they are going to overwhelm him very quickly. Does pop the Invis spell, and I expect he's probably going to want to recall once he's taken down these Expos. But the important thing here is that he hasn't really set much of a funnel in terms of for the Meteor Golems. He has taken down some of those key defenses. However, remember, the Meteor Golems do not target only buildings the way that the Root Riders do. And so, of course, for that reason now, the Queen is punching away, and he needs to get this gold storage down to make sure that he actually has set the funnel for those Meteor Golems. And the Warden almost takes down the Scatter. Okay, he's good. He almost takes down the Scatter Shot. That Scatter Shot's got no health left. Very important that because, ooh, okay, no recall spell here. Very important. This Scatter Shot cannot be healed up, so he could try and snipe it, but he doesn't really have anything he can use to snipe it. Sending in the Skeleton Spell for that mono. This Queen is not in a good spot at all, though. It needs to invis. He's going to overgrowth, and he totems to save that Queen ability from the long shot. Here comes the CC. Misses the poison spell. He thought there would be a furnace in the CC there, but there wasn't, and so that's going to slow him down just a little bit more. But notice this Queen is on a path to walk over to the Scatter Shot because of that overgrowth spell, and some wall breakers from the troop launcher have opened up the walls for that Queen to walk. But let's see what she's going to do. She is going to go the right way for now. King's still on the outside of the base, yet to deploy his RC, who is not max level, which is quite funny. Queen has taken a bunch of heat. He does invis, and he does now pop the Eternal Tome to try and keep that Queen alive further. But that Ice Golems really did slow him down, and so this overgrowth spell really didn't provide a lot of value at all in terms of pathing. And you can see this Revenge Tower is now absolutely shredding these Meteor Golems. King ability also gets forced on the left-hand side of the base there. RC still moving through the base, but everything's gone. He cannot even get to this Revenge Tower. Look at how insane this defense is. Whoever cooked the Revenge Tower needs, I don't even know what kind of treatment, because that thing is so incredibly strong, but I don't think he's going to make this one. Does still have the RC ability, so he should be able to push up the percentage fairly well, but with these two enemy heroes here, the Bomb Hive still shooting away the Multi-Arch Tower. Let's have an invis, but yeah, there's just no way without those healers. I mean, some healers alive. Nah, there's just no way. He's got nothing to get through these enemy heroes, especially on esports mode, where they do even more damage. The Inferno Tower there is getting rid of those headhunters. He sends in the invis spell now, gets one more building with the RC before she is inevitably going to go down. But a very valiant effort here from Meku against Einstein's base. Einstein is up next with these super bowlers on Ripper's base. So let's see what he's going to do here. He's running the Eternal Tome, which means he's probably going to be doing a Warden charge of some point. And here we go. He's going to start the Warden on this right-hand side of the base. He does have a Flame Flinger selected. So let's keep an eye on whether he's going to place down that Flame Flinger, or if he's potentially going to switch it. So he does place down the Flame Flinger here. Interesting space for the Flame Flinger. That Expo is quite close to the range of that Flame Flinger, but I don't think it's going to target it until the Flame Flinger does maybe even get the Fire Spitter down. Anyways, we keep our eye on the Warden for now. He needs to get this Warden charge to set the funnel for the Super Bowlers into the base. Now, based on where he's Flame Flingering, I'm going to expect him to decide probably to take down the Expo, and then maybe the Multi-Arch Tower, then go right into that Monolith afterwards. But we'll see what he's going to do. Of course, rages up the Warden because time can be an issue with this strategy. Notice he has already used roughly a minute of the attack, and he hasn't really gotten very far in terms of actually taking down this base yet, because the Warden charge is a very slow portion of the hit. Does have one rage spell left, so time is definitely a worry here for me in terms of Einstein's attack. Flame Flinger is still looking really good. Going to take down that Multi-Arch Tower. Then I think he should be able to take down the Fire Spitter before the Expo does target him and take down his Flame Flinger there. And there we go. He gets down the Multi-Arch Tower, wastes absolutely no time, and sends in the Super Bowlers. He's already set the funnel with probably looks like to be a Yeti or a minion or something. Not totally sure. Flame Flinger is going to get down the Fire Spitter before it does go down. And he's now moving into this mono with the Scully spell. Sends the King and both of the Queen into the base. So he's going to have the RC, yes, on the outside. Another Skeleton spell coming down. And really good base analysis here from Einstein, because, of course, there isn't a lot of splash damage in this area. So Scully spells should be very effective. Now, notice the Inferno Tower is on his healers right now. And that is not very good. So he does pop the Eternal Tome to push through that base there. RC is getting a little bit of heat, so he probably needs to save her. Flame Flinger pops, but it did get the value that he wanted it to get. Oh, whoa, your RC. Okay, he invises the RC and pops her ability. Pops King ability now to open up all the walls. Got 58 seconds into this attack. Queen ability still in hand. Two enemy heroes to get through on this back end. And facing the Fire Spitter. Can he keep the RC alive? He is going to invest the Invis spell to keep that RC up. Now probably saving the Freeze spell for these two enemy heroes on the back end of the base. He still has that Queen ability, remember, but nothing to get through the walls. The Warden is getting targeted now by the Ricochet Cannon, and the healers are splitting, but he does freeze up the enemy heroes there. And this one is looking good for Einstein. He's got 30 seconds left. Ricochet Cannon is putting in a lot of work, but the Queen and the King are now coming around with the Giant still on full health. And this one is going to be another triple for Repotted Gaming, going 2 for 2 so far in this war. Things are definitely not looking up for Hornets Gaming. Janboy is in against Darkstar's base with the Meteor Golems and a Blimp. Is he going to switch the Blimp? Oh, okay. Here we go. What's he got for us? Sends in some rocket balloons. Invis. Fireball onto the Builder Hut. Really nice value there from the Fireball. Takes down a massive chunk of the base. The Super Wizard Tower does not go down because it doesn't go down to 2 Earthquake spells. But it does go down to 2 Earthquake spells. He does have the Blimp selected. I don't think that's intentional. So I assume we'll see. He'll probably switch to the Troop Launcher in a second. Hopefully he doesn't misplace the Blimp, because that would definitely suck. So now, setting the funnel with the King. He's only got the 4 Meteor Golems in this attack, and instead opting to take some extra tanking, or cleanup troops, whatever you want to call it. He's going to overgrowth in a very weird spot, because now his King and RC are going to get cut off from each other. Okay, interesting. He poisons now. He did switch to the Troop Launcher. Things are looking okay. This overgrowth spell, really not the best spot, I don't think, though, because this mono now is hitting him. Probably would have been better if he overgrowth this area. RC taking a lot of heat. He doesn't have a lot of spells left whatsoever. And still has got a way to go in this attack. So he pops the RC ability now. Uses the last totem spell in a little bit of a weird spot. And now he's just sandwiched between all of this damage. Things are fizzling out here a little bit. No more spells. Can he push through this fire spitter here? I don't think he can. The mono is still firing down on him. And I think things might fizzle out here. But we'll see. Still has the king ability. Queen is still alive. The healers are currently tanking for the queen and the warden. Although I don't think they'll be remaining like that. Okay, no, they will. Queen and the warden are still alive. He has taken down the poison tower. Clones are now wearing off. The RC and all of the meteor golems have died. I mean, there's one on the outside of the base with the king. The queen is slowly getting healed up, even though the expo is currently targeting her. He really does need this king to walk ahead for the queen so that the queen doesn't go down. He's really reliant on that. So, queen, please chill out. Okay, she shouldn't die to that. No, healers. Healers, healers, what are you doing? Heal out the queen. Oh, gosh. Okay, the queen is going to die. He pops the king ability, or even it got forced there, probably. There's still some chance here. If you can keep that queen alive. The healers are healing up the right thing. Come on, let's see it. Come on, Janboy, let's go. Come on. Queen is alive. Meteor golems go ahead and tank for the mono. He's got no way to get through the walls, which is the worrying part here. Still has the warden alive. Healers are up. This one's going to be so close. Okay, here we go. Come on. King's opening the wall. Now he retargets. That's not good. Only the one meteor golem left. Still tanking. Come on, queen. Hurry up. He doesn't have a lot of time on the clock. 20 seconds. Come on, queen. Move faster. Quick, quick, quick. Okay. King's going to tank a shot. Frosty's going ahead. Queen's targeted by the mono. Here we go. 12 seconds. Frosty freezing up. He gets the triple. Janboy absolutely smashing Darkstar's base. Okay, not really smashing it, but he did triple it. And that is what matters. Really well played there. Love to see that 3-star. Ghost is in against Mr. Respect right here. Now, Respect doesn't have a very upgraded base. So we are expecting big things from Ghost here. Uses a totem spell and distracts both of the expos for this entry. Although it does invest a spell. I wonder if maybe just the golem or something might have been stronger here. But I'm not a pro player and Ghost is. So things are looking okay at the moment. Of course, Invis is the queen because that long shot is in range of his queen. Probably has to invis again. Yes, he indeed does. And now I expect it's going to recall now. Now, this base design is definitely not strong. I mean, notice here, the fire spitters are facing into the revenge tower. And Ghost's approach right here is going to allow him to enter behind both fire spitters and deal with the revenge tower early. So, not totally sure about this base design here from Hornets Gaming. But we'll see how it can hold up against Ghost. The queen should, in theory, go inward now. Yes, she is going to go the right way. Does have to clear these buildings here, but the archers are going to take that down. The expo is on his warden. Oh, the warden. No, okay, he's good. He's good. No spring traps or anything. Now he's sending in the meteor golems. He's got a lot of supporting troops. Only actually has 3 meteor golems in this attack. So that's definitely interesting. I feel like people are bringing 4 or 5 meteor golems. Ghost is bringing... Oh, misses the totem. Nope, 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 nope. Warden, warden, warden. Freeze. Oh, he's lost the eternal tome. That is not good at all. Okay, here we go. Log launch is still working, but he loses the eternal tome slightly earlier than he probably would have wanted to use that eternal tome. Has the giant gauntlet on the king on the top side of the base there. Oh, the queen, the warden. Oh, the revenge tower. Okay, here we go. Okay, he's all right. He got through it. King's now dying. RC's gone into the core. Is that king targeting his RC? No, it's not. Okay, that's good for him. Here we go then. RC ability still in hand. He's got a long way to go, man. I don't know about this one. Let's see. Ricochet cannon now retargeting. Queen doesn't target the ricochet cannon. Poison is on the queen. Warden's getting fried here by the ricochet. And his monolith is probably going to hold. I mean, there's no way, right? No spells left in his troop bar. He has a minion for some cleanup. And hold on a minute here. It depends what percentage he gets here. But if he gets a low enough percentage, then Hornets Gaming could take the lead against Repotted Gaming if they can 3-star the next attack. Now, don't quote me on that one. I don't know the maths yet because I'm still new to casting. But I'm pretty sure that this percentage isn't high enough. The Sneezy is still alive. He's using the tanker from the booger there to get down that archer tower. So that is really smart there. And it's going to allow him to pick up just a few more percentage points. And I think it is going to be higher than Hornets Gaming first attack. Which means that Repotted Gaming do still have the lead. Even if Hornets Gaming do triple their next attack. So what we really need from Hornets Gaming is another triple. The Sneezy eventually goes down, and this one is going to end at 90%. TTP Warman is in against General X's base with the Meteor Golems once again. Supercell, can we see a nerf for the Meteor Golems, please? They are way too overpowered. Anyways, what is he going to do here? He's going to go 1, 2, 3, fireball onto the bomb hive, and it gets the CC. That is super clutch. Ooh, okay, he does get the value. Mono and the CC are gone, although the Minion Prince and the King are still very high on health. And oh my gosh, he almost lost his Warden there to a Super Wizard Tower and a Wizard Tower, man. If you boys haven't tried out Esports mode already, you have got no idea how difficult this mode is, especially at Town Hall 18. Now, fortunately, dare I say, General X's base isn't maxed out. So, right now, Esports and Legends is a little bit pay to win because you can just, you know, pay to max out your base. And you're going to get a higher rank or more defenses in Esports. Anyways, King now targets his Warden. He's going to use a Headhunter to get through the King. Now, look how much damage this King is going to do. Just watch. If he's going to get shot off... Okay, it wasn't actually that much. I thought it was more than that. I thought it was like half of the Warden's health in one hit, but you get the idea. That combined with some other defenses, your Warden is going to get shredded. So looking clean so far. Interestingly, he's going to send most of those Meteor Golems into the core and using the 1 to tank. RC is in very early here. Keep your eye on this RC. Okay, the King does tank for the RC. The Wall Breaker, I think, did fail, but things are going inward now. He sends another Wall Breaker. King is getting a little fried. I think this RC was maybe just a little bit early here. She's going to run maybe a little bit too far ahead. But he doesn't have to worry about the Ice Golems in the CC. Now he's going to have to hope that something opens up this wall. Probably the Meteor Golems will, or the Queen's going to start punching it. Either one works. Need to keep an eye on the RC now. Okay, she does go invisible. Needs to do something about this Fire Spitter because it's doing a lot of damage right now. Be careful of your RC, bro. Okay, pops the RC ability. That's going to work. The RC shouldn't go down now. I think he just froze anyways. Now that was an Ice Golem popping. Okay. King is going to go down because he gets quite isolated from the main pack. He does go for another Totem Cell. Probably trying to keep his Warden alive, which is currently targeted by that Inferno Tower. And notice the healers really aren't doing a great job right now at healing everything up. And look at the damage from that Fire Spitter, man. Those things are crazy. So he's got a long way to go. Interestingly, he did have the Phoenix on the King. So he did get some more value from him. But I don't think this one's going to make it through. Especially with the enemy Queen still on the back end of the base. He had super balloons and not super wall breakers. So, okay, that's interesting. He does still have some healers alive, but I think he's going to be reaching for a 3-star here. It's going to be tricky to get there. You can see the Ricochet cannon, I think, now is on his Queen. The healers are still alive and doing some work. And he is through the enemy Queen. Meteor Golems are working. Hold on a minute. Is this going to be a 3-star? Wait a second. 20 seconds on the clock. Queen, there's nothing that can kill these Meteor Golems now. It's all about time. Queen, go around. Queen, go around. Don't punch the wall. Okay. Queen's working. Oh my gosh, he's got it. He's actually got it. This is a crazy match, boys. 8-8. Repotted Gaming have a tiny advantage on percentage. This could be a crazy underdog story for Hornets Gaming, man. Let's get right into the next attack. The captain is in. General X using the Super Yetis. Thank God it's not another Meteor Golem attack. Anyway, he's going to be doing the Queen Dive into the Super Yetis. Does have the Flame Flinger selected. And the CC is now being lured. Gets down the enemy King really early into the attack there. And he doesn't have a poison. No, he does have a poison spell. No furnace on this one. Notice, guys, the pros are not using furnaces on defense. So if you're still using furnace on defense, do not do that. Switch to triple Ice Golem or Ice Golems with rocket balloons because it's going to work a lot better for your defenses and ranked legends, whatever it may be. Anyways, things are going to the core now. He should be able to deal with this Revenge Tower before things are ramping up and getting to the high levels. Minion Prince locks on, so he is forced to invis there. Loses the effect of the Angry Jelly, so the Queen's going to be a little bit slower now, setting the funnel. Has to invis again. The Revenge Tower is on the healers. Takes one healer and a second. Nope. Okay. How many healers does he have left to fly? I think... Has he lost 2 healers? I think I can only see 3 healers there. That is really not good so far for General X. And if he fails this one and Hornets Gaming triple the next attack, then they're going to have a massive advantage. Obviously, still a long way to go in this attack. So there's the Flame Flinger now on this left-hand side of the base. Might get targeted by the Monolith in a second, but I think it's going to get the Poison Tower and the Ricochet Cannon down first. Now sending in the Super Yetis into the core. This core is very heavy, by the way. So he definitely does need the Eternal Tome for this base here. Obviously, RC on the outside of the base. Druid to support her. Although the Druid will only target something that's low on health. And so the RC not taking any damage does not get the healing from the Druid, which is what he wanted in this attack. Anyways, Pops the Eternal Tome for the core. So there's plenty of hero abilities and plenty of spells left. He freezes the Ricochet Cannon and the Inferno Tower. And still has that King ability. Not really a lot that can stop this RC now. Queen is staying healthy, although she is going to split now from the Super Yetis. No Super Yetis left alive. The Queen is splitting. Giant pops now. Places down the totem spell. The Queen can reach over the walls, which is a really dumb base building. And I don't know about this one. We'll see. The RC still has the ability. No, who am I kidding? This one is pretty smashed from General X. Fair play to him with the Super Yetis. Very nice to see some variety. I got a bit worried there at the start with some of those healers going down, but he didn't even need the healers, to be honest. He just kind of pushed through that core, and nothing really ever died in the core. So yeah, really crushing attack from General X. The base building MVP, I want to say, for 2025. And of course, a runner-up in the World Finals being Repotted Gaming. So really nice triple from Repotted Gaming. Hornets are going to need another 3-star if they want to keep up with Repotted. Ripper is in on Ghost base. And remember, he does need to 3-star this attack to keep Hornets Gaming in the game, in the match. Otherwise, they are going to lose this match, unfortunately. So, going to be starting off with the Warden charge on this portion of the base here. I'm pretty sure this base here was built by Einstein, and I think it's incredibly burnt. So he's going to fire with the Revenge Tower. Interestingly enough, because I don't think he's going to be able to get these Super Wizard Towers down. No, he does bring three Earthquake spells there, so that he can get down these Super Wizard Towers. Now, he raises up the Warden to let him set probably a further funnel into the base. Now, again, the Minion Prince and the King have not been damaged, so that's a little bit awkward. You want to get the most value out of your Fireball, so always kind of look at the position of the heroes. And if you're doing these instant Fireballs, try and line it up, but then the heroes are going to get targeted by the Fireball as well. Now, Headhunter is on his Warden, punches the Headhunter, gets the Headhunter out of the way. Now, it's moving quite slow so far. Already a minute into the attack, now sending in the Queen with the Meteor Golems. This Queen is running very far ahead, so unfortunately, it's probably going to have to invest in Invis spell here. Yes, to keep that Queen and Warden nice and healthy. Setting the funnel now, King on the outside. This Fire Spitter is really going to be annoying, and even this one's going to be very scary, but we'll see what happens here. Decides to poison, of course, the Ice Golems that come out of the CC. RC on the outside of the base doing some work. Here comes the long shot, attacking nothing useful right now, so he does just totem spell before it does target something useful. This mono, by the way, I think has cleared a lot of these Meteor Golems. I don't think there's a lot of them left alive, and notice the RC is kind of getting baited here a little bit, which is not ideal for him. Not really a lot of fours going through the core now, and still yet to reach that Town Hall. Queen is not going the right way. King is aggroed onto his Queen right now, and look at that King following the Queen. That is so funny. Okay, King does retarget. RC on the outside pops her ability. Healers are not healing up the Meteor Golems, so they're all going to die. Overgrowth spell was a little bit wonky, I feel like. But everything's already dead because the healers are just currently healing up the one Meteor Golem and not the mass Meteor Golems. No more spells left up. Doesn't have a poison spell here. He does have the Queen ability. Minion Prince on the back end of the base. Warden for some reason just decides to run ahead and die because he's an idiot. Has the King ability. But I don't think this one's going to make it through, which means that Repotted Gaming pretty sure have won this match. Now again, I'll struggle with the mass and everything, but I don't think that Hornets Gaming can win now. Let me think about this. So they can have 10 stars. Probably Gaming get 2-star. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure they lost. But let's see what the last attackers have. I think it's Phillip yet to attack and somebody else from the Hornets Gaming roster. Wait, I'm actually speaking too soon. Oh my god, what am I doing? I looked away for the stream for 1 second. Hold on a minute. King ability. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my gosh. What? What? He got it! Oh my god. Okay. This is crazy, bot. Okay. What? Oh my god. Okay, I looked away for 1 second, bro. Okay, let me lock in. I'm doing some terrible casting right now. So, Repotted Gaming, triple, they win. If they 2-star below 90%, I think the Hornets Gaming could take the W here with a 2-star above whatever percentage Repotted Gaming get, or a 3-star. So it's all in the hands of Phillip for this one. Repotted Gaming could lose this match. Let's get into it. So Phillip is in and he needs to triple, otherwise they can lose this match. Does this give you guys flashbacks to World Finals 2025? For me it does. Anyways, we'll see what he's got for us. He's going to be using the Meteor Golems once again. And look at this base building here. He can snipe these 2 mortars with 1 archer. Like, come on guys. Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, we got the lightnings. Oh, okay, takes down the core with the giant arrow. Now he's starting up with the queen dive. Remember, Phillip has had about 14 minutes to plan. And this is when we'll see the more creative attacks, because they have a lot longer to plan at the base. Now, is the queen going to go inward? Yes, she is. He's going to wall break. Keep your eye on the warden. Oh, okay, he invis. And he's looking okay. Poison tower is hitting. Oh, the queen getting nadoed. Invis. Oh, no. Oh, he lost the queen. Oh, my gosh, he's going to lose. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Repotted Gaming could lose this match. Okay, here we go. He's just got to do the warden charge now. He's not going to be able to set the funnel with just the warden. Freezes. Oh, this. Oh, my God. He's not going to triple it. There's no way. He's just got no way. He's got no chance. Okay, recalls the warden. Flame Flinger's on target. And again, the revenge tower with the fire spitters, guys. What are we doing on these bases? Come on. Okay. Let's calm down. Let's try and get the commentary back on track. Okay, so Skelly spells the long shot here. RC sending in with the meteor golem. So he's only got the king to funnel on the outside of the base. And this cannon is quite annoying against the king. Although the RC is actually going the right way. And that Skelly spell is doing some really good tanking right now. King now moving in. Frosty is going to freeze up the cannon. So that's really clean. Decides to overgrowth the revenge tower. And hold on a minute. Could things start splitting? Whoa. Okay, he's got no queen. So he's just going to have the time, I don't think. RC taking a bunch of damage. Might lose the fox here. Through this next bomb tower. We'll see if he can keep it up. No, the fox. Yeah, the fox is still up. Revenge tower's now up. So there's the eternal tome. No, there's just no way. There's just no way. Oh my god. Okay, here we go. Pops the eternal tome. Rocket spear still in hand. King is taking some heat right now. He does have a headhunter. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have any more headhunters. The revenge tower's not going down. Okay, it is going down now. These musical golems are splitting all over the place. Warden has not got the healers with him. And the healer's going to start helping. Oh, the healers, they're gone. Okay, here we go. RC taking some damage. She's going to die to the rich. Oh, okay, he saves the RC. Is he going to get it? He's got 76 seconds here. Wait, what am I saying? 76%, 40 seconds to triple it. No way is he going to get it still, right? I mean, there's just no way. He's going to swag the queen. He needs the RC to go down here for the Hornets Gaming. Still has the CC to pop. King, the wall is open for the king. He's going to triple it. I'm not going to lie. I thought this one would be it for Hornets Gaming, but thanks to the meteor golems, dare I say, being absolutely broken, Phillip is going to triple this base. Somehow after swagging his queen. Supercell, please. Can we get a nerf for the meteor golems? They are so dull to watch. So Repotted Gaming are going to win this match. But let's see if Hornet Gaming can match the 14 stars in this war. Respect is the last player to attack Phillip's base. Unfortunately, he cannot win the match. But Hornets Gaming looking for a 14-star war would be completely insane. So he's going to be doing a... What? Is this going to be a Super Archer clone bimp? Or is it a blizzard? Respect is going to be doing a blizzard. Look at the value from this blizzard. Here they go. The Super Archer is doing the damage. Revenge Tower is going to go down. Oh my gosh, the blizzard's going to get so much value. Okay. Does he lure the CC? Needs to lure the CC. Yes, he does. Lure the CC. He has taken down some section of the base. And I think the main thing here is that he has successfully lured the CC. Looks like he's now going to play the waiting game and let the warden take down these ice golems here. It's going to cost him some time, but it's going to mean that he's not going to have to worry about these ice golems later into the attack. Warden does get frozen up, so yeah, this is going to cost him some time here. But he's 2 minutes into the attack, so that's not the end of the world. I assume he's going to go into this side of the base here, because I probably wouldn't want to enter into 2 fire splitters, but we'll see what he does. Obviously, Warden's still working on this right-hand side of the base. Goes with the Ice Golem now. Root Rider. Oh, I'm tripping. It's Root Riders, not even Meteor Golems. Okay. King on the outside with the Phoenix. Balloons in with the healers. They're not switching yet. That's okay. Still has the Eternal Tome. RC is on full health right now because you obviously didn't have to do the RC charge. And he's running into a lot of bait here, which is really bad. Oh, I think he just lost all his Root Riders there. I'm not going to lie. They are definitely taking a lot of heat right now. Obviously, the poison damage on the Root Riders is not ideal at all. King is quite low on health. Still has the Eternal Tome, though. Decides to overgrowth the Bomb Hive to path these Root Riders around this Town Hall. RC does target the long shot, but it does also snipe his Fox. That's okay, but not ideal. Eternal Tome was way too early. Why is he popping the Eternal Tome here? There's not even any damage. He definitely need to save it for, like, this Poison Tower or something. Or even the Mono. So I don't know about that Eternal Tome. I think he's just kind of cooked himself there. I'm not going to lie. He still has some stuff alive. I mean, the healers are still up. It depends if the queen can go with the root riders and not go inward. Yes, she can. Funnel is failing a little bit with the king walking inward, but he does have some super barbs. Totem spells the scatter shot. Bomb hive is still up in the corner. Not really anything that can reach in and grab that for him. Still has 4 hero abilities. Decides to now wall break the king into the base. Pop your queen ability, bro. Get the giant in. Okay, Warden dies. Queen is now stuck behind some walls because she didn't path with the root riders. He still has some spells. Pop your queen ability, bro. Bro, your queen's stuck on the wall. Okay, he pops it now. Still has a freeze. Oh, I forgot about the ricochet cannon. Yeah, this one is going to fall short for respect. I think he slightly messed up the timing there with the Eternal Tome, but we must admit, a blizzard with the root riders is what we want to see. We do not want to see Meteor Golems after Meteor Golems getting lucky 3 stars, dare I say. So unfortunately, it is going to be a loss for Hornets Gaming, but a very, very respectable performance against the 2nd place world champions last month. Let's take a look at the final results for this match. As you can see, Repotted Gaming winning by 1 star, and I think that's about 10 or so buildings. So really well played to Hornets Gaming. I'm going to be looking at some of their more matches in the future because they were a lot of fun to watch. So thank you guys for watching the video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.